Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at from Super 7 Ultimates G.I. Joe Wave 2, Lady Jaye. Alright, here we go. Lady Jaye. This is our third figure from Wave 2 of Super 7's Ultimates G.I. Joe. And let's get her open. Boxes still the same as they was. Got your copyrights and your warnings. Nothing there, nothing there. Here we got Lady Jaye. Super 7 down there. Same old, same old. And oh look, we're back to green. We was blue with the Cobra figures. Set that aside. Of course, we got our plastic on here. Get that taken off. Of course, keeping all my packaging. There's our plastic. Set that to the side. And here we go. We've got Lady Jaye Covert Operations. So here you go, Lady Jaye Covert Operations. On the back, if we wiggle it around, you might be able to see the G.I. Joe right here. On the top, we've got Ultimates. And then on our side, we've got GIW2 LDJY01. So G.I. Joe Wave 2 Lady Jaye Figure 1. Alright, bottom again. Let's get her out. Whoa, there she is. There's her shell casing. Set that to the side. Let you have the first look. Of course, you got the G.I. Joe there. Our back. Got the file card, the computerized file card. I like how they did that. Kind of hard to see. Wiggle it around, get them lights and glares off of there. Let's get this thing open and see what we got. Alright, reach over here, get our knife. Cut our tape. Get in there, pop it up. All right. Here she comes. There's your empty box. Set that to the side. And here she is, out of her box. Just in her plastic. Right away, do we notice? Yes, she has 2 layers of plastic, which is good. I was looking at this and thinking, man, she don't have as many accessories as everybody else. But now that I got it out of the shell, I'm seeing the other accessories in the back. So pull this out. And then you're left with that. Use that for photos. Okay, we got these, which I love. I've heard some people complain about them, but if you put them back in a packages, you're going to love these. Stuff isn't flopping around. Once you package them back up, they're not going to be flopping around in the box. All right, as we go, we'll talk about the accessories. Looks like we got a video camera, video recorder. She's doing some covert operations. So here it looks like some kind of gun. Huh. It's weird looking. It looks like it's got a rocket coming back here, but looks like it's not sure what's going on there. Set that to the side. Ah, here's the rocket. So that's probably what's coming out of this. Maybe. Wow, look at that. I'm guessing that's how it goes. This might be a spare rocket. Not sure, but We got a hand, got a left hand, a gripping left hand. I'm gonna cut this. Last figure we had, they had this taped, and again it is. Previous ones in wave 1, this wasn't taped up, I don't believe. Actually, the first figure we opened up in wave 1 was Duke, and he didn't even have a second layer of plastic. Okay, so there we go. We got that off. We'll set that aside for now. Still going through our top. Get back here and push these up. So we got kind of a fist, but it looks like she's going to be able to hold something. Kind of a gripping hand, but closed fist with an opening. Another left hand, kind of a open. Maybe she's going to seduce Duke with this hand. Let's see. Now we have another. This is her right hand that has, it's kind of a gripping hand but closed. She's going to wrap her hand around something. Here is, it looks like a trigger finger. Yes, back to trigger finger, I believe. And here's our other come hither hand. Okay, we'll set that aside. We'll start up top here with, she has a canteen. It's got a hole like it's going to plug in somewhere on her. Oh, look here. First time I've seen this, she's got a bit of maybe a grappling hook or something, and it's actual got thread or actual rope around it. So that's the first time we've seen something like that. Oh, wait a minute. There's another one. Looks a little different. We got this. Of course, we've seen Lady Jaye in the Sunbow cartoons with that. Another one, a little different. A little different. This one's got the that up there, and on the back, this one's just straight up staff with a point at the end. This looks like a blast effect or something. That's cool. Staff. This is just a regular staff. And then we have, yes, it's got a hole in it. So this, there's, look at all these tips for that staff. Wow. Crazy. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 tips for this staff. Might be a little bit of overkill there, if you ask me. There you go. Just plug into the end of that. I say these little things right here could make this in 20 years worth some money, because how many people is actually going to have every single one of those tips? How many people is going to lose them? Or if you buy it on the secondary market, somebody digs into their toy bin, nobody's going to be able to find all those. Half of them will probably go down in the registers, or going to go end up in the sweeper. Yep. Here's that familiar gun that all the Joes are coming, and it's kind of got a bow on it, which I'm not crazy about. A little bit of bow in this gun. All right, that's our accessories. Besides her head, this is what we're, uh-oh, her head's come off. There she is. I think I'm gonna like this. Let's get her cut out. Scissors here. locked in at the ankles and the waist, and I think that's all. She's in here pretty good. You can get a hold of one of these legs and get her out of here. There she is. Set that to the side. Okay, out of the box. She's got her usual looseness, I guess. But looky here. Looks really good. Looks straight out of the cartoon. She's coming with, I noticed they're using a lot more accessories now that's actually on the character. This belt here, you're going to be able to take this lower belt off. The top belt, I believe, is, no, it's not sculpted in, but I think it's glued to the actual figure. So it's got two belts on. What's up with that? I'm not sure. She's got, that's not sculpted in, that's just around. So you could take that off, pop her head off, raise this arm, and that'll come off. She does have a knife right here on her. And this is not sculpted in, and the knife does come out. That's cool. All the other ones in this series, I've noticed that like that would be in the plastic, but they went ahead and put it in the sheath for us. Okay, great hairdo on Lady Jaye, just like the cartoon was. Man, she looks good. We'll talk about the articulation. So her head does go all the way around, gets past that collar she's got there. Let's see, can she look up? Not really. Not really going to look up. Can she look down? Not really. That's kind of disappointing. These last few just don't have much side to side. So really the only articulation you're getting out of her head is, I mean, very slight. Very slight. Articulation is back and forth, around. Guess you should say. Okay, shoulders. They do have a butterfly. Got a butterfly on her shoulders. We're getting a pretty decent T-pose on her. Elbow single jointed. Upper arm rotation all the way around. Elbow rotation, yes, all the way around at the elbow. Wrists, she can come forward and back and all the way around. Of course, her hands are going to be removable. Waist, we do back to an ab crunch here. Last few has not had this ab crunch. I think I like the ab crunch. I've heard some people say they didn't need it, but all the way around at the waist, it does go all the way around at that ab crunch too. So it goes all the way around on both parts. Do have a hula hoop hip or waist. Our legs, can we do the splits? That's pretty good. Back together, we got single jointed elbow or knees. We have an upper boot cut, and we have ankle. Yep, I do like it. She can be in the bush and stepped on a twig and broke her ankle. That's good. That's a lot of movement there. And then, of course, can she pirouette? Wow. Wow, can she ever. Look at that. Do. She's really pirouetting there. So, good articulation on her. A little loose on the but I think I'm about used to that now. But this sculpt's unbelievable. I like it. Oh, I forgot to mention, in each of her hands, she's got her put 'em up dukes. Yep. She's ready to dot some I's and cross some T's. Here's our canteen. Let's see how good the canteen. That snapped on really well. Really well. That's not coming off of there. So that's good. Canteen's on. Camera. She could put that around. Let's see. Oh, she could carry her camera if she wanted. So Lady Jaye, here she is. She's got her patch right here on her arm. Her head sculpt. So you have this one. Is that a slight smile? Can't tell if she's smiling or not, but kind of giving the Mona Lisa look. Maybe it's somewhere. It could be up to you. Is that a smile or is that a serious look? Hard to tell. This one, she's got a bit of an open mouth and she's calling in backup Joes with this one on. That looks like that is blurry, but maybe it ain't. It's just me and my glasses. And our last one, I think this one's a little more of a serious look. Wow, them are close. Really close. Kind of a waste of plastic here. Yeah, this one looks a little more like she's ticked off at somebody. And this one's a little more relaxed. So three heads with her. Blast effect here. Is this a blast effect? That's it right there. So yeah, it looks like that rocket's getting ready to shoot off of there. So that looks good. She's got the hand that this staff is going to go right through. So there she would be holding her staff. And she does have a right and left hand to hold the staff. So either one, right or left. Of course, the rifle. And she's got a trigger finger. I'm glad we're back to the trigger finger. There's her trigger finger. Holding the gun. The rifle. We got these opened up hands like I showed you. This could be holding, what would be, she could be holding her, maybe her canteen can fit in that hand. Or the barrel of her rifle, either rifle. So yeah, all in all, I like it. Loose, but like I said, I'm starting to get used to the looseness of these. Only thing is, if you pre-ordered these, they were going for, you pre-ordered them, they were going for $55, and I don't know if that's acceptable, especially when it's made 14 and up. I mean, see her head. That one popped off pretty good. Put her radio head on. Man, there we go. Hard to get on. I can see how stiff her head is so stiff on there. But that's how I would like to have that waist and those hips. Let's see if she can sit down. She not quite sit down. So she's not going to be driving much. But that's it. Take some photos and put some comparable pictures with the cartoon and see how she stands up and how she looks with, oh, you know what we can do? We got them right here. We can have her, get her standing up here next to Destro. So you can see he's slightly taller. I would have liked this. Destro was a huge guy, probably 6'6", and I would have liked to have seen, you know, a little more height out of him or some shortness out of her. Here's from Wave 1, we got Cobra Commander, and let's see how she looks next to the Baroness. Baroness has these high heels on. She's slight taller than Lady Jaye. Like I said, she's got these high heels, and there she's She's coming backwards. There we go. She's slightly taller than Lady Jaye. Slight, but you would expect that with high heels. I think without the heels, she'd be shorter. But yeah, there we go. So those three right here, this is wave 2. We'll have one more, and that's going to be Flint. So till next time. Oh yeah.
Look at me. Just look at me. Look at me.